Hey y'all, welcome in. Pull up a seat and let's get this video started. Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry I haven't dropped a video since Friday morning. I have been busy all weekend. I had went and helped my sister take care of her grandchildren, and her her daughter-in-law's sister's kids, and one of them is a baby, and he's so precious. Oh my gosh, he just smiles so big when he sees me, and he just laughs. I could just talk to him, and he laughs so sweet. I just love him. But anyways, let's get to the Whitakers, okay? All right, so I got up this morning, made coffee with my husband, got my coffee, came in here, and Toddy One Skip had a live, and I watched her, and there was a lot of stuff that was being said. There's some things I don't agree with her on, which nobody's going to agree on every single thing. Nobody is. But all in all, I agree with some of the stuff was said. I don't know. See, Patrick, I don't know what to think about Patrick anymore. I was against him big time. Then I started to see his little point of view on things and thinking, okay, well, he was just, the fall guy, which I still think he was the fall guy. I think he, I don't know, just like that Timmy time and stuff like that, he said that he was trying to be nothing but friends and all that, but you got him posting the videos of Timmy time and posting this and posting that. Well, there's nothing wrong with doing that. There's nothing wrong with it. But don't sit here and say I'm not getting paid to hang out with them, when really and truly you are being paid for it. But what I don't understand is Brian. Okay, Brian is another one. And Brian can come after me. I don't care. He ain't going to hurt my feelings. He does not scare me. And the least he does not scare me. But I try to keep Brian out of my videos and away from everything, because I'm still trying to decipher about him. But to me, Brian is coming at it all wrong. He doesn't want to be associated with being like Eric in any way, shape, or form. But the way he's coming at people in his videos, cussing, screaming, threatening, wanting to beat up this one, wanting to beat up that one, saying how he's this and he's that and blah, 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 blah. That reminds me so much of Eric. Brian, stop that mess. Just stop. If you want to help the Whitakers. And just stop letting people get to you. You know what you do with people like that, Brian? You block them. You delete their comments, block them so they can't get back on there. And if they do, they make another account or go on somebody else's account. People start doing it, so what? Either ignore them or block them. That's all you got to do. Delete the comment. Don't come at them, because that's what they're wanting to do. They're wanting to rile you up. But I'm going to tell you right now, you coming out and you know what? I can appreciate somebody apologizing. I can appreciate somebody who can call themselves out and, and everything. But when you admitted that you lied, and if anybody is like me, I don't like being lied to. And it takes a lot to show me that every word out of your mouth is not going to be a lie. Because if you've lied to me even once, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to think, well, is this a lie? Well, is this person lying about this? Is this the way it is? I don't like a liar. I'm sorry, I don't. But I don't like Eric. And y'all know this. I'm not fond of him. I hope that they are still investigating where the money went. And I hope they do. And they should. Because these are donations. Okay, it's no different. In my eyes, there is no difference in somebody taking donations and running off with them, or not keeping up with actual receipts. Because that little notebook thing, I can sit here and write my notebook numbers. That's not receipts. I can jot down a bunch of numbers. That's not receipts, y'all. That is not receipts. Eric was deceitful. He stole donations. And there's no difference in somebody like Eric stealing donations from people who sent it GoFundMe or however they sent it than a CEO stealing from the Ronald McDonald House, or anybody in the company of the Ronald McDonald Foundation stealing, or money laundering, or anything like that. I think that the state of West Virginia needs to do a deeper investigation, and I'm sorry, but I hope they get him. He, in my eyes, he is a thief. He stole people's money. Did I donate to him? No. Did I donate to Mark? I did. I'm not going to say how much, but I did. Because I could. Because back when Mark was making these videos of the Whitakers, I was working in the oil field. I could afford it. But as far as Eric stating this, stating that, and like I said in my last video, and I hope everybody watched my last video that I put out Friday morning. Eric's the one that came up with this. The Whitakers don't even own the property they're living on. He's the one that came up with this. Has anybody credible? Because now if Brian goes and checks and he says anything, is it going to be a lie? I'm sorry, but Patrick seems to not know what he's talking about when it comes to, well, you can't build in a flood zone. Yes, you can. In the state of West Virginia, yes, you can. You can build in a flood zone. And people come at me in my comments and saying, no, you can't do that because here in this state, in this state, No, that's why I said West Virginia is its own little country, its own little world. West Virginia does not go by other states' rules and regulations. There are stipulations that you have to abide by going and building in a flood zone. And like I said, in Harrison County, there is a place called Wallace. Look it up. Take a Google and Google Dollar General, Wallace, West Virginia. You're going to find Dollar General. You're going to find stores, other stores. I think one of the stores is Denison's. It's in a flood zone. They built Dollar General in a flood zone. In the Liberty Edition, where one of our houses were, that's a flood zone. And they built a Dollar General there. They got a 7-Eleven. They got a body shop. They've got a factory there. I'm trying to think. I can't remember what they what they make in that factory, but there's a factory there, and right across the road from the factory is where the people that work in the oil fields goes and gets their safety equipment and safety clothes, their FRs and everything, because that's where I had to go get mine. Oh, and there's a BP, BP right there. And it's got a Little Sandy's restaurant in it, and there's Dunkin' Donuts, or not Dunkin' Donuts. No, it's not. Excuse me. No, it's not. It's not Dunkin' Donuts. It is a Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, and then Subway, and Little Caesars, and that's the only 4 restaurants they got inside that BP. And yeah, that's a flood zone, by the way. And they built it there. But yeah, like I said, my husband's lived there all his life. I've lived there for 10 years. We were going to buy a house in Nicholas County, in Richwood. All of Richwood is a flood zone. And we was going to buy a house. And guess what? They were building a brand new house. And that's the one we were going to get. But I didn't want to live there after I found out that the school had flooded so many times and they had to put trailers out in Craigsville, and all the kids in Richwood had to go to Craigsville for school. So that was a no. That was a big no for me. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I missed a lot of things being at my nephew's house over the weekend. I heard that Patrick bought the Whitakers a car. That he bought them a Range Rover. And people, I seen where on Tottie's live that people were asking, well, can they afford the insurance? Can they afford this? Can they afford that? The big question is, can they afford the property tax on it? Can they afford to have it inspected? Is it in good shape to pass inspection? Because if it doesn't pass inspection, if you don't pay the property tax on it, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, it's not legal and you can't drive it. So, if that's the case, Patrick wasted his money. And if he used his own money or if he used donated money to buy the Whitakers a car, then you know what? It doesn't matter to me in my eyes, because it is for the Whitakers. But I just hope it passes inspection. I really do. I hope that they can get it legal, so that way, I know Betty can't drive, but Larry can. Larry can drive her. And I've heard that BJ wasn't allowed in the car, which I understand, you know, to each his own. They got their rules and stuff. I can't say. Do I know for a fact that BJ has went back to using? No. Do you know? Does Toddy know? Does Kathy know? Does Lady K know? Does anybody know? No, not really. There is a website you can go on to look up inmates, the dates of everything. And I was going to tell y'all that in the last video, and I totally forgot because I was trying to help Roy get ready for school and stuff. But when I got back home, I looked it up. So, I just everything that Eric had said about BJ's arrest, about this, about that, nothing lines up. Nothing lines up. And for the ones who, I just feel bad for the ones who he's got hoodooed into thinking that he's doing all this for the Whitakers and that he got them separated for their own good. I'm sorry, but no, you did not do that. You did not. I'm sorry, but they should never been separated. They should never been taken out of their home. And if it was because of the home, just the home, like I've said over and over and over, if it's just for the home, because of the state of the home, they give you so many days to start cleaning the house, to start showing that you're going to fix the house. They're not going to take you out of the place, off the property just because it's dirty or the bathroom needs to be fixed. They give you so many days to start getting it done. So I believe, like I said before, when that friend of Patrick's called him and said that Eric had called APS and reported SA against the Whitakers and that Patrick done it, I do believe that part. I do believe Eric did that, because that's the only way they will come. And where did they pick up the Whitakers? Think about it. Where did APS come to and pick the Whitakers up? It wasn't at their house. That was Patrick's house. They came to Patrick's house and got them and took them. And because Larry and Betty was there and BJ was there, or I guess BJ was there, I don't know. I honestly, I didn't see BJ there, but I did hear Larry. I did hear, I seen Larry. I seen Betty, but I didn't see BJ, I don't think. I have to go back and look at that video again, but it don't matter. The thing is that Eric called APS, and I do believe that he did say that to APS, and because Betty and Larry being of what the state considers sound mind, you know, that's why they took them. And they probably didn't want Betty to come and visit because they're trying to get to the bottom of it. Yeah, like I said, when there's an investigation like that, they usually don't let, like, the siblings, Betty and Larry, BJ, they're not going to be able to go and see. And if it is an investigation, then Ernie, saying that he talked to them, talked out to the place, the worker at the place where the Whitakers are at, that's a lie. Because if they are under an investigation of SA, no one's going to be able to get in contact with them, because they're going to have to try to decipher, okay, so did so-and-so SA Lorraine? Did so-and-so SA Ray or Timmy? You know, and since Betty and Larry are sound mind and BJ's a sound mind, are they letting this happen? Or are they just turning a blind eye, or do they not care? They will. They will. Now, when it comes to SA like that, yeah, they care. But the babies being born on addicted, they don't care about that. But they do care about the SA. There's a woman in West Virginia right now. It was on the news. I'm not going to give a name. She got sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole, because her, I think it was her stepdaughter, her daughter or stepdaughter, grandchild, something like that, was telling her that the husband was SAing her. And she said, she told the judge, she said, well, I know I didn't report it because I didn't believe her. I thought she was just saying that. Oh, yeah, she got life without parole because she did not report it. She didn't take the initiative to get the child out and report it. So, and I'm telling you right now, if Eric did that to spite everything, thinking that he was going to get custody of Timmy. Dude, there's going to be a special place in hell for you. Honestly, there will be a special place in hell for you. But okay, so Genesis, somebody said that the Whitakers were in Genesis. I don't know if they may have an adult branch, an adult facility. I don't think they do, because Genesis is for children. And the only reason I know that is because when we lived in West Virginia, okay, our house was here. We had a neighbor house here, another neighbor house, a field, a hill, and there was Genesis. I could stand at my car and hear the children playing outside. They had that whole thing fenced in. The kids were allowed to go outside and play. It was like an orphanage kind of, or like I don't know. I've been told that was an orphanage. I've been told it's like a kiddie jail, whatever. I don't know. I don't have any clue, honestly. But I'm gonna look it up, and I find it. I'm gonna post it at the end of this video. I will post what it is. So y'all be looking for that. Y'all please watch to the end of this video, and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna look at more videos, and I'm gonna see what's going on and what's being said and how close they are of getting to come home and everything. So y'all, if y'all just bear with me. I'll be back on here. I may go live today after I cook supper. So I will see y'all in the next video. I love y'all, mean it. Y'all please like, subscribe, share, ring that bell. Please like all these videos. Please go and view everything all the way to the end. Let me know that you are watching all the way to the end. And like I said, yes, watch this one to the end, because I am going to put what Genesis is at the end of this video. Alright, love y'all, mean it.